Then, she continues, putting another vial from a rack of test tubes, administer this to yourself, wait 3 days, and take the sample again. The test should be able to determine if anything in your body chemistry has changed. You're the same age as me. I'm not sure I want you changing my genetic code. Tane looks at you very seriously, cutting through her bleary expression. Oh yeah, that too. You're not properly rested. You might not be thinking clearly. There's something going on here, she whispers. Something really, really big. I began to realize this is about more than just curing a disease. She squeezes your hand so hard it almost hurts. Unlocking the secrets of the shimmer, who it affects and why, could lead to greater understanding of all life on Viridian. And knowledge is more than power, Badly. It's control. Are you okay? You seem unhinged. Okay, I'll do it. No way. Are you okay? You seem unhinged. Tang blinks again. I'm perfectly fine, she says dismissively. This is the fact of complete This is the face of complete concentration and focus. I am in the zone, Badly. Okay, I'll do it. We got a picture and everything's good. Okay. Thank you for joining me for Nathan Plays Badly, Nathan Streams Badly. I was a teenage Xenocolonist. We are in the last season of the Sparks now, and our friend Caleb over here wants to say something to us. Holding his head, hold this to your head now, my darling, you hear as you enter the garden looking for Carl. It'll help with the swelling. Cal is sitting with his mother, Auntie Tyria, who kneels beside him holding an ice pack to his head. Cal's eyes are a little puffy. He rubs them and sniffs as you approach. Hello, Badly. Tyria greets you with a kind smile. Don't worry. Recalcitrance just took a tumble off something he shouldn't have been climbing. Mom, Cal complains. It wasn't that bad. Are you going to be okay? Or yeah, that sounds like something you do. Yeah, that sounds like something you do. Cal shrugs. I climbed it before and it was fine, he says, not disagreeing with you. It was slippery from the irrigation masters, that's all. Mom always knows how to make it better, he says with a boyish smile. Even if I'm old enough to take care of myself. My brave boy, Tyria says, stroking his hair. Thanks for humoring me. She looks over at you. Don't let him show... off for you, Badly. Ground-based feats of bravery only for the rest of the day. Cal whines and wrinkles his nose. Tyria laughs and wraps him in a big motherly hug, rocking him back and forth despite his protests. Cal's eyes close in happiness. He really loves his mother. Cal's strength. A strength 4 card. Anybody else want to talk to me? Nope. Okay, so the question is, what am I going to do for the day, or for the month? I want to work on these 3 traits: empathy, organizing, and toughness. Toughness is over here. As well as bravery. In here we got biology and reasoning, engineering and reasoning, creativity and persuasion. I hate to say it, but I probably don't need to be coming in there anymore. You know, we've got relaxation. We also got empathy and creativity, and creativity and bravery. Practicing this musical instrument does not give me kudos. Babysitting does. It also doesn't give me friendship with Tammy. It's interesting. This is going to give me organization. And kudos. This doesn't pay as well as babysitting does. What can we buy at the supply depot? How many kudos do we have? It doesn't show how many kudos we have. I couldn't figure out why it said flushes. Okay. 5 to animals, 1 to all flushes. 5 persuasion plus 1 to all pairs. 5 biology plus 1 bonus to straights. Guess I'm dumb because I don't know how many kudos I currently have. Oh, kudos right up there, 149. I could actually do 2 of these. Oh, okay. Buy that. Buy this. And are those are gears, right? Hmm. I need to find out what perks open these other slots up, I guess. Alright. Well, let's work on our organization. Again, you attend the secret Fun Time Club meeting. Mars brings the meeting to order. Tang reads the minutes of the previous club meeting. Tammy serves flowery tea and soy sweets. First order of business is that I am instituting a new rule, Mars says, and then clears her throat. Rule 5. All members of the SFC must wear uniforms at all club meetings. She taps her hollow palm and shows you her uniform idea. Black pants and dark blue shirt with high neckline and billowing at the cuffs. She definitely designed them according to her own taste. Love it? No way. Okay, but let us design better ones. Spend the next hour designing a club uniform, and everyone takes part. It becomes ridiculously elaborate. Tammy wants to add tassels to everything, and Cal insists it should include huge cowboy hats. Mars gets into a heated fight with Anomet over the type of shoes to allow, until Tang calculates how many kudos it will cost to print one of these uniforms on a nano printer, and you all realize you couldn't afford them anyways. You come to a compromise. Instead of uniforms, you'll all wear a lapel pin with the club logo. You spend the rest of the meeting designing SFC pins and printing them on a nano printer. If anyone doesn't have the kudos, Mars pays for them without complaint. 2 and +1 for each gem on other cards. Okay, get to work delivering supplies. So bonus to pairs. I don't have any pairs in here. Oh well. No, I take that back. Let's start with first words, then saving 10. Put that one and that one. $17, but is that the best we can do? Three, 4, 5. 19. I could actually take this one out. No. Adding this one gets more. This +1 for each unplayed card is useless. I have not found a situation in which not playing a card, leaving a card off, is better for the bonus. What if I did 1, 2? No, that's 18. Alright, I'll take the 19 win. Yep, 3 stars. That means it was the best I could do. Early pollen. Well, let's see if anybody has anything they want to say to us. Ooh, there's an egg. What does that do? +1 to a card changes the suit to red. I need to use these more. I mean, like, I got 3 of these marshwood logs and 2 of these crystal clusters, although redrawing a hand most of the time. I'm fine with the hand I have. Cake is just present. See if anybody's got any. Hey, I want to talk stuff going on. Okay. Well, let's start with Tammy. Here, I got you a present. Actually, cancel. Cal likes cake too. At least that's what Tammy says. Of course, Cal likes Tammy, so. Tammy's waiting for you at the door of the lounge and cheerfully thrusts a sack of lovely wrapped taffins into your hand. They're still warm. Special delivery, fresh from the kitchen, she says. Yep. Pop open the taffin to see that Tammy has sculpted the rice to look like a rabbit, complete with little seeds for the eyes. Let's talk to Cal instead. Cal is sitting on the garden fence, his feet tucked into the slats, tapping away at his holoscreen. School's way more interesting when you can actually see how it matters, he says. Your mom said I can do more important stuff on the farm if I learn about crop rotation and stuff. He frowns at his holoscreen. There's more math than I thought there'd be. Found you something. Cool. Cal's eyes go wide. Whoa, Badly, this is my favorite thing in the whole world. Or on the whole planet. He makes grabby hands at the cake and takes a big huff of pleasant, sugary smell as his eyes slip closed in sheer pleasure. Whoa, Badly, he breathes. You are really the best of the best. Here, you have a piece too. Let the icing melt in your mouth and let all your worries melt away with it. What is this? Lost collectible cake. Oh, okay, that's fine. +2 friendship cow, +2 friendship cow. That's a lot. -5 stress. Okay. I think I'm gonna go sit on relax on the walls. The only spot of excitement this month was when you filled in for Aminette when she needed to use the bathroom, and just by chance you happened to notice a small pack of hot eyes starting to chew through some cables. And when that was a little peeved, you got the accolades for spotting them, but it's not like she could complain. You weren't even supposed to be on lookout duty. Relaxing, you took the month off. Okay, I'm gonna forget giggles. Your dad comes back from work one day looking seriously under the weather. He's pale with deep circles under his eyes and he keeps sneezing. It's fine, he insists. It's just all this pollen in the air. It's gunking up the old air tubes. You remember hay fever, flua? We always got it back on Earth, too. Mom frowns and crosses her arms. We did, she agrees. So why isn't it bothering me? You're a lot tougher than me, sweet pea, your dad says, and your mom rolls her eyes. I'm sure I just have to go get used to it like you did, he continues. Maybe I'll go for a stroll outside the gates later. Really get a good lungful of stuff. I'll feel bad for a few weeks, but after that I'll be fine. Your mom raises an eyebrow. Outside the gates, you? Your dad shrugs. Then he falls into a fit of sneezing and can't answer. Your mom directs him to go lie down on the bed. You need rest, not Makizo. She scolds him. I don't have a achoo! Your dad sneezes. A macho bone in my body, Fofo, and I have to fertilize the corn and the pixie beans this week. Uh-huh, your mom grunts. Your dad pulls a handkerchief from his pocket and sneezes into it a few times. Big yelling, honking sneezes that echo through your whole quarters. He pulls away from his face, and you can tell that something's wrong. Huh, your dad says weakly, holding the handkerchief away from his face. It's bright fuchsia pink and glittering in the light. That's weird. Then his eyes roll back in his head, his knees buckle, and your mom yells for you to call Instance. Chief Engineer Instance takes your dad's vitals and gives him a cursory look over, but she seems satisfied with what she sees without having to do a thorough examination. The explorers have started calling this the Shimmer, she says, shining light down your dad's throat. He's looking a little better, but not much. It's an airborne environmental toxin, likely in the pollen fog. Will he be okay? Dad? Will he be okay? It doesn't seem to cause long-term damage to the body, Instance explains. She gestures in the air, making note of her hollow eye that only she can see. Making notes on her hollow eye only she can see. I've been tracking its effects for 3 seasons now. This toxin is flushed out of the body after 3 to 5 days, and it's not contagious. She looks down at your father. What that means for you, germanium, since you're particularly susceptible to the toxin, you should take better pains to avoid exposure. If you must go outside during pollen, use a respirator. Your dad smiles weakly. You got it, boss, he says. Your mom smiles and puts her hand over his. As your literal boss, I'm ordering you to come into work for the not to come into work for the rest of the week, she says. You're on strict bed rest. She leans in to touch her forehead to his. They stay like that, smiling with relief. Even after one day of bed rest, your dad is looking a lot better. He's clearly anxious to get back out into the fields. You're gonna love this new crop badly. It's called a pixie bean. They grow in the dark. He's already pulling on his boots. The fields look so beautiful at night. I'm happy that we finally found something that would actually grow here. And it's soy. Soy and more soy. Oh, that isn't soy. Soy and more soy. I'm happy too. Okay, now that I'm completely full up on stress or on happiness, I'm going to try going outside the gates. You've seen Dis using the drain pipe behind the garrison to sneak through the walls. There's a metal grate that comes off so you can crawl through. Do you want to go out there? Sneak out and explore nearby. And then events in this area can be done in any order. They won't cause time to pass, but will increase your stress. Return home via the Expeditions Depot flag or the home button at the top left of the screen. Watch for collectible items you can bring back as gifts. Events respawn at the beginning of each year, and new collectible items a chance to appear every season. You leave the path and sneak through a stand of mush trees to one of the little sawmills dotting this area. Small but busy operation. 3 people feeding mush tree logs into some kind of machine, while a fourth one directs a 4-legged robot with a plasma saw mounted on the front. Stay and watch what they're doing. Leave in disgust. Stay and watch what they're doing. You stay out of sight and watch how they do it. When one tree crashes down, it almost seems like the others are wincing. It's probably just your imagination, though. They aren't planting new ones or leaving any behind. You know the mush trees regrow every year, but can they still regrow when you cut down everything like this? Harvesting mush trees, 3 and +1 for each chill. Even the smaller trees and brushes are getting ground up for mulch. A scary big grinder that sounds like a roaring beast. The entire process makes you uneasy, but also proud of how industrious your colony is. Time passes +13 stress. Well, there's the colony flag. We don't want to do that. It says we don't have to do them in any sort of order, but you can't hardly get around these things. A stream cuts through the path here. There must usually be stepping stones across it, but the water is too high to cross safely. Bravely jump over it. Bravery challenge. Turn back. Let's bravely jump over it. Oh, can't change gear during an event. Okay. Bravely jump over it. Zero, zero. And then a 5? Let's rethink this. There's no geomes, but that's okay. This will turn that to a 4. And if we throw giggles on there, it turns that to a 2. I like that. Five and 0, that will make that 0 at least give us some points. Put that 0 on there, that's 2 points. If I put that 1 on there, that gives us 3 points. That one on there is 11. What was this? 10. Yeah, so, like I've said before, this +1 for each unplayed card is mostly useless. Three. That's a 5. However, these aren't 1 cards. That's a 5. That's a 5. That's the super goal. Here's a 4 and another 4. Huh. I lost 1 stress, but I lost 1 kudos and got 1 bravery. That's unfortunate. You bravely fall in and get wet. You flounder towards the other side, soaked but victorious. Maybe because I so surpassed the goal? Some farmland has spilled outside the walls. The fields don't look like they're doing very well. Nobody's around right now. In fact, it looks a bit abandoned. There are some meager-looking crops already ready to harvest. The animals are starting to get them. Salvage, try to plant something, ignore it. Salvage. Plus one colony food. You pull up a handful of wrinkled tubers. They're probably supposed to be potatoes, eventually, or maybe yams. It's hard to tell. It's good. You dig around a little longer, but it's all pretty picked over. Time passes 13 stress. Huh. You spot this sitting in a clearing, but not before he sees you first. Instead of sneaking away as usual, he stays still as you approach, like it's totally natural that he be sitting in the middle of a jungle so far away from the colony walls. Now that you think about it, you're a little glad to see him. You are so far away that you can't see the walls anymore. And it's really weird out here. And it's getting late. This stares blinkingly at you as you approach. I badly, is all he says. Sister's worried about you. Hi, Dis. Why are you out here? I'm going to tell on you. Hi, Dis. He seems to be in a good mood, something you see very rarely. Did you see the Cliff Surveyor Utopia out? The Chief Surveyor Utopia out there? Dis asks. She has like X-ray vision eyes or something. She'll catch you for sure if you get too close. She caught me once and I got in big trouble. How about I show you something cool and sneaking out will be our secret, okay? Jumps up and walks a little way into the trees. You follow. Just a few minutes away, the ground drops off and a large stone outcropping juts out over a cliff face. This walks right to the edge without slowing. It's a long way down. Come on, he says. Try to be brave. That's no good. Do this. That sets to that. Then this. Okay. Um. 3, 4, 5. No, that doesn't work. 2, 3. Okay, we pull that off. 3. With these juggling numbers, this is the best we can do. And I'm just going to win it. I guess I should have overdone it. Beautiful vista. 30 stress. Oh, minus 30 stress. Okay, that's great. Plus 1 perception. Gained a memory beautiful vista. Plus 2 friendship with this. You bravely step onto the rock and walk out to the edge with this. You both sit down, feet dangling over the precipice, and look out at the amazing view. It's incredible. You snap a picture with your holophone, but you won't share it on the net. This is your secret, yours and Dis. Keep exploring. They're in a clearing, the most majestic creature you've ever seen. It's like a unicorn from your dad's storybook, but with leathery reptile skin that shines when the light hits it. It moves so soft, like it doesn't even disturb the ground. Could be dangerous, but you want to see what it does. As quiet as possible, perception challenge. Eat some snacks while you watch. Leave. Be as quiet as possible. I hate to lose a kudo, but nope. That one, then that one. What? Why doesn't it pop that up to a 3? Well, that's probably better though. But I can make it better still. 2, 2, 6. That playing sports ball is really annoying. Actually, no. 2, 2. If I put this... Nope, it doesn't. Oh, because that's the only neighbor. Yellow cards. Next round. Okay. Ah! Well, that's terrible. As you settle in to watch it from behind a strand of mush trees, the Unisaur looks up towards you. Startled by your movement, you try to hold perfectly still and quiet your breathing. After a tense moment, it goes back to its business. First, it sniffs out a good tree and rubs the scent glands on its neck against it thoroughly. Then it pees like a crystal waterfall on a rock. Everything it does seems magical. You quietly take a picture with your hollow palm, but you know you can't share it or you'd get caught for sneaking out. So, +1 animals, okay. Next, it sharpens its horn against a rock, which is scored with marks from having done this before. This must be its favorite sharpening rock. You notice the bulge in its stomach. It must have had a huge meal recently. Eventually, it curls up for a nap. You quietly sneak away. This was so wonderful. The planet is a magical place. Oh. Your way is blocked by a strange small creature with 1 foot and 4 large eyes. Does look more like ears than eyes, but okay. 2 of which blink sideways on top of its head like frog eyes. Oh, this must be a hop eye. You've heard people talk about them, but you've never seen one up close. It's running around and around in circles, but stops if you take a step forward, and it hisses at you. You don't know hop eyes could hiss. But, excuse me, find another way around, push past it. What's its deal? Okay, 5, 5, 5. Four, 2. And yeah, we'll win. I keep losing kudos here. +1 animals, +1 perception. You stop trying to get past it and just listen. Oh, you can hear little squeaky noises from nearby. It's probably warning you away from its nest. Carefully avoid the nest while speaking in soothing tones. The agitated little guardian twitters, warning at you, but eventually lets you by. Minding your own business when you stumble into this low valley has collected a lot of thick pollen. You cough and try to push your way through it, but it's pollen all the way down. Surveyors get nice helmets with built-in masks, but yours is a cheap one. At least the pollen isn't too thick here. Find a way through. Five, 2, and we'll have to take the 1 hit. Four, 2, no, 2, 2, and get a 5. Two, 2, 4, which becomes a 6, 5, and we'll throw this one in here. There we go, 3 stars. Plus 1 perception, plus 1 kudos. Plus 3 stress. Blah! This pollen makes your face itch. Makes all the... It makes it all the better when you find a route to higher ground and come out of the worst of it. Crawl across the cluster of mush trees. They're not fully grown yet, but they're still pretty big. Might be good to harvest them before they get all gross and mushy during the rainy season. If you were older, you could probably cut them down and get some kudos for them. Give them a friendly pat. Perception and animals. You like the mush trees. You give one a pat and are surprised when it moves under your hand. It's not the tree though, but a camouflaged creature lying across against the trunk. It's small and looks a little like an octopus or a starfish. Lots of long legs wrapped around the tree like it's giving it a hug. You let your mind wander as you're walking and bumble straight into a field of gelatinous bobgrass, totally transparent, and sticky fawns are hard to see but even harder to ignore, especially once they start glopping onto your boots and slowing you down. It's like trudging through thick mud. You stubbornly decide to keep going, paying close attention to the invisible signs of this bobgrass field. And there aren't many, just an absence of other vegetation. Look for a path through. Is that the best I could do? Maybe 5, 5. One, 5, no. There we go, 14, that's good. Okay, 1. Then this giggling gets plus 1. And then this gets plus 1 for each gem, and that's a 4. Three, 3, 2. Okay. Yeah, that's better. Already at 3. That makes it a whole lot better. Yep. +1 perception. 3 stress. There it is. You can hop along from that rock to that fallen log and climb over those old pieces of survey equipment. You get through the villainous blob grass. You spend a bunch of time in it though, and it takes some tricky balance and it's tiring. You're strolling along the path, and suddenly everything goes quiet. The wilderness is never quiet. There's always insect noise and chirping of reptiles. Even the wind in the trees has gone entirely silent. There's something unnatural about this place. Okay. Bravely continue on. Again, we're just going to have to take the one. Although, well, no, because this gets bonuses for what they are, so... That one, that one, that one. And then this one gets +1 for gems. Ooh, beautiful vista would have been great on that past one, but this one can, yeah. So 2, 2. Beautiful vista can be any color. That, that, that. Yeah, that's really good. Didn't get the full thing though. -1 stress and +1 bravery. You walk through the quiet area, then noise starts up again. The mystery will have to remain unsolved. Spooky. So this is probably the last challenge we're going to get to do. Oh, yeah, it's the floating thing again. Oh, but this time I've got knowledge. Animal 10. Okay. A large, woolly, blue creature is floating here a meter off the ground and seems to be upside down, which is causing it some distress. Its segmented legs kick uselessly in the air as it tries to right itself. It must be a float cow. The colony is working on domesticating these, though you haven't seen one up close before. Her slitted eyes look at you imploringly. She makes a helpless, lowing noise and tries again to flip over, but she can't. Figure out what's wrong with her. Take a closer look at the float cow float cow. You've heard they float using a certain ratio of liquid to gas in their membranous bladders. So after some consideration, you figure out that the bladder on her back must be too full of liquid. I need 20 animals to milk the float cow. So all I can do is pop her. Or leave it. Pop it. +1 animals. There's nothing for it. You have to pop her dorsal bladder and let the liquid drain out, or she'll never be able to flip over. She struggles and screams as you open your utility knife and jab it into her bladder. Immediately, you're drenched by a hot explosion of what you hope is milk. Gross, gross, gross. Hate stress. The float cow spirals away as the sudden jettison of liquid propels her away from you. You hope she'll be okay, but you are decidedly not okay with how you smell now. You're too worn out and tired to continue. You have to go home now. You're back. You spent the month exploring. +2 bravery, +2 perception. And +1 friendship with this. Late pollen. Oh, I am stressed out. Tangent wants to talk to me. You tell Tangent you know where this has been going. You tell her he's been sneaking out to explore the jungle, not far away, but outside the walls. Tang looks concerned. Really? She says, wiggling her hand. Is it safe? We'll keep him safe. She eyes you skeptically. Full offense badly, but you're just a kid, she replies. However, I suppose it's good to know he isn't alone out there. There's more of her. They're all pulses with a message from Tang. Hello, Badly. If you're not occupied, could I ask you for your assistance in the lab? Thank you in advance, Tangent. Typical Tang, but her asking for help is something so rare that you can't help but head over right away. You find her hunched over a spectrometer, making notes on a hollow screen. Oh, you're here, she says, blinking rapidly. She looks like she's been awake for days. Wrinkled, a little shiny, and with the wide-eyed look of someone who needs a cup of bleep tea. I came as soon as I could. I just happened to be nearby. How can I help? How can I help? I'm researching the shimmer. The respiratory illness some people report during pollen, she says. I'm loath to admit it, but I need your assistance. She takes your vitals with swabs inside and puts them into your hand. She takes 4 vials with swabs inside and puts them into your hand. I need recent saliva samples from both you and your father, she says. There must be a reason why he's so susceptible to the shimmer and you're not. You share half of your genetic code with him. There must be some marker we can compare between the 2 samples. Then, she continues, putting another vial from a rack of test tubes, administer this to yourself, wait 3 days, and take the sample again. The The test should be able to determine if anything in your body chemistry has changed. You're the same age as me. I'm not sure I want you changing my genetic code. Tane looks at you very seriously, cutting through her bleary expression. Oh yeah, that too. You're not properly rested. You might not be thinking clearly. There's something going on here, she whispers. Something really, really big. I begin to realize this is about more than just curing a disease. She squeezes your hand so hard it almost hurts. Unlocking the secrets of the shimmer, who it affects and why, could lead to greater understanding of all life on Viridian. And knowledge is more than power, Badly. It's control. Are you okay? You seem unhinged. Okay, I'll do it. No way. Are you okay? You seem unhinged. Tang blinks again. I'm perfectly fine, she says dismissively. This is the fact of This is the face of complete concentration and focus. I am in the zone, Badly. Okay, I'll do it. Thank you, Tang says. I've been researching so hard, I think my eyes are going to fall out of my head. And for what? Let's do friendship with Tang. +1 help tangent. +1 shimmer cure. Okay, but why are these question marks? Well, for the end of a debilitating disease is a pretty good reason, but Tang just shakes her head at herself before you can answer. We're at a disadvantage here, she mutters. We're fighting blind. We need to understand this planet if we're going to get it under our control. Okay, anybody else got anything for me? No. This. You slip through the colony gates, feeling a breeze from the mushroom forest. Ruffle your hair. You look around for Dis, but he's nowhere to be seen. Maybe you went to class today. Probably not. This is secret. +2 at the first, if in the first or last panel. As you're about to return to the colony, you hear what sounds like crying coming from one of the expedition vehicles. Pull back the tarp that keeps it from being blanketed with fungal spores and find Dis curled up in the cabin. He wipes his eyes and turns away. Go away, he mutters. You okay? I'm fine, Dis sniffles. Just leave me alone. This is a great hiding place. Coming in. Do you want to talk about it? This is a great hiding place. Coming in. Pull back the tarp and slide into the cabin of the vehicle. Dis continues to cry, but softer now, as if he's trying to stop but can't quite manage it. His lower lip trembles. You're lucky you have a family who cares about you, sniffles. My mom is gone, and my sister thinks I'm stupid. This is quiet for a long time, almost long enough for you to begin to consider actually leaving him alone. Just before you do, though, he speaks. I'm never going to go back to class, he says. I hate being around other people, and I hate doing schoolwork, and I double hate it when the teacher asks me questions. I'm not Tang. I don't know stuff like she does. Dis kicks the console of the vehicle a few times. Bang, bang, bang. then burst out in tears again, pulling at his hair. I'm just dumb, okay? People ask me questions and I freeze up and I say something stupid. And then everyone laughs at me, even Tang. Tang laughs the hardest. This sobs. She's embarrassed by me. I know she is. Today she just told me people would like me more if I stopped being so sensitive and immature. We need folks who use their hearts too. Oh, this did not like that. This turns away from you. See, even you think I don't use my brain, he sniffs. Everyone always thinks Tang is better than me. Just wraps his arms around his legs and hides his face in his knees. I hate her, he mutters. Everyone thinks she's so smart, but she's just a big me. I hate everyone here. I hate being here. I just want to be left alone. Relax in the lounge. Split your time between watching holovids, listening to music, and studying for class. Occasionally, someone asks you to run an errand for them. You go on long walks. Overall, you spend the month relaxing, doing whatever you want, whenever you want. You really needed this. Again, I'm going to forget giggles. Got one friendship with Tammy. I wonder if there's a upper limit to the deck, or if it's just you don't want to have too many cards because the random draw means you might not get anything. Dust season. Early dust. Tammy's got something. Tammy is crying and trying to hide it, wiping her eyes and blowing snot into her sleeve. What's the matter? She hiccups. I watched that scary movie last night in the lounge. You remember it? Mothra versus Godzilla. The 2085 remake version. Well, sniffling. I had a bad dream where the monsters were knocking at my bedroom door. They were trying to get in. Now I can't stop thinking about it. She squeezes her eyes shut and more tears seep out. I miss my dad. He used to make me feel safe from the monsters, and I miss being in space. It was so much safer there. Space was more dangerous. The soldiers will keep us safe. Mothra and Godzilla aren't real. Space was more dangerous. Minus one Tammy confidence. Okay. You wave your hand in frustration and shout that we could have been killed 1,000 ways on the stratospheric. Doesn't she remember the wormhole exit and how it ripped a hole in the side of our ship? It's a near miracle we made it to Vermunia alive. She stops crying long enough to consider this. Then in a small, hopeless voice, "Oh, I hadn't thought of that." She looks even more upset than before. What is this? Carefully pick a yellow flower. Okay. Yellow flower, +1 to a card, changes suit to yellow. I want to view the notice board. Yeah, follow colony food shortfall 90% low. Colony security rating 0, red. So it was showing 100% before I went on my trip. Yeah, I'm not gonna deliver supplies today. In fact, I'm gonna, I think, increase my toughness. Bravery and toughness. Combat and animals. That's 1 toughness. I think I can get 2 toughness from working in the greenhouse. 3 toughness. Friendship with Cal. 5 kudos and 15 stress. It's not always shoveling. You sometimes get to control the huge robotic vehicles that have been fitted with a plow. The robo plow is massive and intimidating. You can easily grind through rocks or even trees. But the colony only has 1, so you have to be very careful when you give it instructions. You're tasked with taking a bunch of rocks out of a field and giving the robo plow to do it. Cal loads the software up on his hollow palm, and there is a lot going on there. All those digital gauges and a long list of possible subroutines with parameters to enter. Badly? He says, nervously poking at the interface. Do you want to try doing this? Control the robo-plow, reasoning generator. Well, let's use our muscles instead. Ha! Well, I already have a +2 or +1 during challenges. It's a 2 card. It's red. And I don't have 2 duplicates when drawn. So yeah, let's control the RoboPlow. +2 reasoning. Easy peasy. You give it the dimensions of the field you're plowing, the desired depth, and add a subroutine for rock removal indicating the general size of the rocks. -5 stress. The machine whirls and adjusts its digging tool, then sets to work. You get the field cleared in record time, and you can enjoy a half day off. I hate to lose 1 kudo. Okay, win. You worked well this month. +1 toughness. 5 toughness. 5 kudos. And 13 stress. And friendship cow. It's time for the 3rd annual Vermunia Festival. You gather with your family in the colony square. Everyone takes a seat as Governor Endicott approaches the stage. She folds her hands and serenely addresses the crowd. What a pleasure to address you all today as your governor, she says, looking as pleased as she ever does. In under 3 years, we have built a colony of which we can be truly proud. While we've suffered hardship and loss, we remain standing. As always, look towards the future. We are building together. Let us use this midsummer festival as a time to reflect on our many blessings. Endicott continues. Fresh water, good food, healthy children, and a strong community. Endicott bows her head. But first, let us remember Professor Halitosis, who guided our children and kept our engines running for so many years. Chief Engineer Instance will be filling in, with help from our ship's AI congruence, until someone can take up the mantle that rested so easy on Hal's broad shoulders. We also recognize the passing of our dear friend Chief Surveyor Melatonin. Known for his gentle nature and his curious spirit, Tolan is survived by his daughter, Asparatima. In the crowd, Tammy sniffs loudly. In this place, we welcome our youngest council member. In his place, we welcome our youngest council member ever, Utopia, representing expeditions. Endicott invites the rest of the council to stand and be recognized among the crowd, including your mom, who huffs in annoyance. When the applause dies down and the council sits, Utopia remains standing. Actually, Auntie Endicott, y'all mind if I just make a quick announcement? Endicott nods and Utopia clears her throat. I just wanted to say thanks to y'all who are trusting me with this job, she says, her clear voice ringing out over the crowd. A cheer raises from expeditions, and she motions for them to quiet down. Uncle Tolan's left some big shoes to fill, and, well, I'm gonna give it my best. We're fixing to get to the bottom of what we're calling the shimmer. The sniffles folks have been getting during pollen. Utopia continues. Till we do, please keep on wearing your mask when the pollen is thick, and let the doc know if you're under the weather. She bends down to hug the governor as she leaves the stage. Thank you, Utopia, Endicott says warmly, and thank you to the rest of the council for their service. Live music starts playing and Endicott smiles. And now it's time for games and feasting. Crowd disperses towards the feasting table, clearing the area of chairs. so the children's competitions can be held. Which will you do this year? Toughness 15. Science fair. Reasoning 15. Just watch. Don't even watch. Well, I've done the bot triathlon, and I've won the bot triathlon. So I think I'm going to do the science fair. Let's fly loyalty and friendship with Tammy and Tangent. Tangent's project involves how the surveying gliders work, something to do with the materials they're made from reacting with the magnetic field of the planet, combined with solar energy collected from the wings. You tune her out, only zoning back in when Tangent stumbles through one of the judge's technical questions. You catch her look of pain frustration as she realized she didn't know the answer. Tammy's experiment is a tray of lumpy, misshapen, half-melted marshmallows. She says she wanted to find a Vermilion alternative for marshmallows using aquafaba instead of gelatin or eggs like they have on Earth. She says she had a successful version, but she ate it because she was so anxious about her presentation. The judges turn to you next. So, 5 kudos if I hit the goal exactly. One, two, two. That's not gonna. I would rather have something bigger for that first round, but I mean, I can start with the reds. 5, 5. Then it's just one of these 2s. And those will be on the next round. So, 5 and 5. Okay. 19. 18 on this round. 2, 3. Could go 4, 5. 3 and 4. 3. And still 20. That's 23. I didn't get the 5 kudos. I also didn't get the 3 stars. -1 kudos. Oh, because that was on one of the cards. You do an egg drop experiment, taking fragile crystalline glass fruit and designing 4 different ways to protect them from breaking after a long fall. Science Fair Champion. Gain status popular. 2 break, but 2 succeed. Your experiment is only a sample demonstration of physics, but the judges decide to award you for choosing something within your capabilities and doing it well. Tang is frustrated but more at herself than you. She's not used to failure. -50 stress. That's great, except I wasn't stressed. You're a winner, and everyone wants to be your friend. Kudos double for 3 months. Oh, cool. After the festivities, you take time off for a much-needed, very relaxing break. Your dad sets up a slip and slide through the colony square, and everyone takes turns sliding on their stomach and spraying water at each other. It's a lot of fun. You can feel your worries floating away in the hot dust suns. Keep forgetting this planet has 2 suns. New perk. Toughness level 1. +1 to physical cards. Red cards get +1 in physical challenges. Okay. Does that mean I got... No. Might be organization. Which is what I'm going to work on now. Two organization, 1 perception. You're charged with delivering a special package from Administrator Seek to Chief Engineer Instance. The wrapper so fancy, Seek must have nano-printed the pretty handkerchief and ribbon, especially for this package. You can't help but stare, but Seek snaps at you to mind your own business and get to work. Yikes, alright. Touchy much? Tang laughs when she sees you in engineering holding Seek's gift. Again? She says, rolling her eyes. You try to hand her the package, but she looks at it like it's a stick of dynamite. Oh no! I don't want any part of this, she insists. Just go through those doors and give it to Instance if you want to ruin everyone's day. Open it. +1 if card is a blue card. Destroy it, say you delivered it. Well, I want to see what it is, so I'm going to give up the card. Instance is obviously frustrated at being interrupted, and even more so when she sees what you're delivering. Oh, for really? She says, ripping off her safety goggles and pinching the bridge of her nose. No, I don't want it. You ask what she wants you to do with it, and she waves a hand at you dismissively. Go shove it up Seek's butt if you can find room with that big stick they keep up there already. She spits. She leaves. Huh. So they have a history. Is this an attempt at an apology? Is Seek trying to win her back? You have so many questions. Too bad it's none of your business. Honestly, you aren't even sure if you want to know. What if they were dating? Ugh. Open it, give it back to seat, destroy it, and say you delivered it. Okay, I'm curious now. I got the card anyways. Gain memory investigation, +5 rebellion. Tear away the pretty wrapping to reveal a small wooden carving. It's smooth and warm, and you can see where real tools shape the wood, not a nano printer. Seek must have put a lot of time and effort into it. It's clearly a carving of instance. Her hard expression is instantly recognizable, even if the rest of her is naked. Yay! She's sure naked. Yelp, she's sure naked. You quickly cover it back up before someone sees you holding a naked lady doll. Man, I hate to. I don't want to keep it. That would just be weird. I don't want to give it back to Seek, especially after I opened it. But I don't want to destroy all that hard work either. Give it back to Seek. Loyalty -10 kudos. You didn't even deliver it, Seek sneers. What kind of delivery person are you? This is coming out of your pay. They look at the crumpled wrapping, especially because you opened it, you beastly child. Get out now. Well, I gotta say, that didn't go quite as I would have hoped. 2, 1. 5 kudos total equals goal. So 2, 3, 4, 5. 25. That's the total hand value. If I get rid of this, though, that's only 18. That's 21. Okay, I'm gonna win with only 1 star. At least I did actually get paid. 5 kudos. +15 from exact score from battle condition and popular status. But I didn't hit the exact score. Okay, next month. New perk. Extra gear slot. That's exactly what I was looking for. So +1 to yellow cards, +5 to animals, and 1 to all flushes, +1 to challenges. I actually need the flushes more than I do the pairs, because flushes are what I do most often. They're the easiest to get. See if anybody's got anything they need to say. Tangent does. Tangent is deep in conversation with one of the other scientists. He seems to be considering her, though Tangent's face betrays no emotion as he claps her on the shoulder and reassures her that she's doing really well for someone so young, and that everyone compromised some of their samples when they were first learning. He leaves and Tangent sighs as she goes to put her head in her hands, stopping short when she realizes she's still wearing gloves. She peels them off and digs her fingers into her eyes. Are you okay, Tangent? I'm fine, Tangent replies immediately. I compromised an experiment I was working on because the vent was still open when I was spraying the workstation down with sanitizer. She sniffs. It's so gross here, she says. Probably did that fungus a favor. Tangent takes a bottle of sanitizer from her workbench and cleans while she speaks. There are pollen spores everywhere, she winces. Or she whines. And he comes over here and tells me he'll be okay, Tang, like it's his job to console and patronize me. I hate being patronized too. We both sigh in unison. I hate being young, she says bitterly. Why don't they understand that we have higher expectations for ourselves than they do? I need to learn from my own failures. What I don't need, she continues icily, is someone to pat me on the head and tell me it's okay. And the adults will make it all better. I messed up, she says. Just let me fix it. Don't make a big deal about it like I'm a child with a boo-boo. Okay, well, let's see what we can get with empathy. A stomach bug is going through the crutch right now, and everyone is absolutely miserable. You and Tammy have both missed the worst of it, but antecedent and a majority of the kids are taking it pretty rough. Tammy is cleaning up a vomit incident by the holo projector while you strip the affected kid to get them into the bath. The affected kids to get them into the bath. You come out with a bulge of spoiled clothes and trade off with Tammy, who gives you the mop and bucket to take back to the laundry room while she finishes up with the kids. After so long working together, especially during this latest crisis, you're getting pretty good at working as a team. Antecedent pops her head in the crutch and checks on you. Their broken capillaries under her eyes, and her greasy hair is up in a bonnet. But she still gives you a tired smile. Then her nose wrinkles at the lingering smell of vomit. "You're a hero," she says. "Thank you so much for taking the kids for me. Or tackling the kids for me." You look down at the mop and bucket and dirty clothes in your hands. Does she think you did it all yourself? Tammy did most of the cleaning. Antecedent laughs. "You're both doing great," she says. "Please tell Tammy I'm very grateful for your help." She leaves, but not before sending you both some kudos. 10 kudos, 5 loyalty. Tammy comes out holding one of the younger kids wrapped in a towel, and the 2 older ones weaving tiredly behind her in robes. She's starting to look tired. "I'm going to put these little kiwi to bed," she says. "I should spray down the floor with some antiseptic too, and then I'll sterilize the bathtub. Then, well, I guess we'll need to sterilize the bottles again, and boil and cool some more water. And oh, by then the laundry will be done." "You don't have to do everything yourself." Tammy puts on a determined smile. "It's okay," she says. "It's my job, right? We all need to do our best. And, well, I am. This is what people need me to be right now. That's all." "Well, wait, just make sure to take care of yourself." Tammy's nose goes pink like her hair. "Oh, badly," she laughs. "Don't worry, I do. Just not when someone needs me." Takes the kids into the quiet room for their nap. Babysitting. The card here gets +1. Five. So if I do 1, 1, 1, it's 1, 1, and 2. $25 total hand value. +1 empathy. +4 empathy. +1 creativity. 16 kudos. Wow. +9. And +8 stress. And 1 relationship with Tammy. Early wet. Okay. Guava fruit. Right. I think I want to do that again. Or I could practice. No. Definitely need to do babysitting. You almost lose one of the kids this month. After mobilizing the whole colony to look for them, you eventually find them playing in the drainage ditches that eventually lead outside the colony walls. You shudder to think what would have happened if they'd gotten outside. What is it with kids and storm drains. That one was short. 5 kudos a total equals gold. 18. 1, 2, that's 3, and 5 gets to 6. 7, 20. 18. I got extra kudos. Yeah, friendship with Tammy. Early wet. Mid wet. And I get a perk? Yeah, I get a perk. Okay. Empathy level 1. SPA. Pay to remove cards in the quarters spa. Interesting. Okay, let's do more organization. I can visit the supply depot. I can get this, which is +1 bonuses straight. That's not a big thing. And again, like persuasion, biology isn't going to really raise me up very much. But I can have a whole set of them, and then I can just spend my money buying cakes for Cal and Tammy. But not right now. I want to make sure I get the... And I want to check the notice board. Gates will be closing during Grow, and a strict curfew will be in place. Plan accordingly. You know what? Thinking I actually want to do something else. How can I train up? It's gotta be in here. Bravery. Creativity and persuasion. Engineering and reasoning. Biology reasoning. Down here, isn't it? Play sports ball. 2 bravery and 1 toughness. When there's no sports ball game on, the security team who train nearby use the field to practice with long-range rifles. As you show up to sports ball practice, Com is helping take down the net. Sorry, kiddos, he says. Rhett wants us practicing with the big guns today, and we can't have you running around the place. The bullets in these drone rifles are heat-seeking, and even though they're programmed to avoid human targets, safety first. But today was supposed to be our day to have the sports ball field. Guy complains. You soldiers don't even want to play sports ball. You just want to shoot your dumb, noisy guns. Internet bounces over. Oh, hello! They have more than just huge guns. They have cool stun gloves and are like magic lightning arcs out of their fingertips. It's super galactic. Guy shakes his head. That's not the point. Stand up to those soldiers. We get a +4 unchangeable standing up for something. Let the soldiers have the field. Sharing is caring. I already have a sharing is caring card. Let's stand up to the soldiers. +5 rebellion, +1 bravery, standing up for something. You rip the net out of Com's hands and start putting it back up. Annette looks nervous. Here comes Security Chief Rhett. He looks scary, angry, badly. Don't back down. Bravery 10 or greater. You stand your ground when the security chief tries to intimidate you. His loud voice in his big chest. Today was your day to use the field. Brett sees the fire in your eyes, and after a minute he laughs and gives in. You're a tough one, huh, Badly? He says, a twinkle in his eye. Okay, you're right. Today was your day to use the sports ball field. Com, we'll have to train with something else today. That wasn't so hard. One slot card gets +1. That's a weird way to say that. You know what? No, let's do this another way. 4, 5. Oh, no, this only gets +1. 1 and 1. 22. 22 total hand value. I did that correctly, although I wonder what happens if I put this in here and have a 5. 24. Am I just... I don't know. Four bravery, 1 toughness, 8 stress, +1 with Annette. Late wet. I think I want to train more toughness. Or, sorry, train more bravery. Although I could do combat and animals. I actually should probably go back and do more organization. Man, it's tough. What is my bravery at? 21. Okay, let's do defense training. Internet can make a competition out of anything. Fastest lap, heaviest lift, most boards broken, highest kick. Most of the time she wins too. She's a fierce competitor. +1 to physical red cards. 1 slot card becomes value 2. Card becomes 2. Well, 2, except that becomes 4. 2. Two. 4. 4. 5. 25. See, I thought this one got the... Okay, so... no, that doesn't work, because if I put this there, then it's not at the end of the line. $26. Got +1 combat. To the +2 combat I already got, plus another one. Friendship abandoned. Animals really got stressed out, and heroes. Okay, time for the glow. Okay, Tang and Tammy aren't even out here. Nor is Mars. Nor is Cal. Nor is Dad. I'm gonna go up here and do the organization. No, not the supply depot. I want to view the notice board first. Deliver supplies. Mars calls a meeting of the secret fun time club together. She declares it's time to put the secret part of the SFC into effect. You're going to play spies. First of all, the adults know something about the attacks in the globe, and they're not telling us, Mars asserts. There's a council meeting starting soon, just down the hall. We're going to investigate. And it crosses her arms. Not gonna do it, she says. I didn't sign up for any great free get in trouble club. It's insulting to think that the adults are hiding information from us, Tang points out. If there's something dangerous out there, we should all know. Tammy wrings her hands, worried at the very idea. Yeah, Carl agrees. If something is making the animals attack us, maybe we can help figure it out. That way we don't have to hurt the animals. Tang rolls her eyes. I want to be a spy. Spying is wrong. I don't want to get in trouble. I want to be a spy. Well, Spy Rebellion. Mars nods. Okay. Whoever wants to come, follow me and stay quiet. You, Tang, and Cal join them. You, Tang, Cal, and Mars creep down the hall towards the council room. It's still empty. Good. Mars pulls a small crystal object out of her pocket and shows it to you. It sort of resembles your hollow palm, she whispers. Your hollow palm. As she whispers, It's a 3D camera, like the kind they use to record holovids. Badly is going to hide it in the council room. What do you mean? Sweet, time to use my ninja skills. I'm not sure about this. What do you mean? Because I don't want to get in trouble, Mars says simply and drops the crystal into your palm. I would say that would be a good time to go, nope. Because she assumes whoever does it is definitely going to get in trouble. Mars nudges you forward and the three of them giggle and scurry back to the club room. You're on your own. Pretend to be clean. Try to sneak in. Don't do it after all. Pretend to be clean. You grab a stag mop from a panel in the wall and vigorously wipe the floor as you enter the empty council room. You work your way over to a potted antler fern and drop the crystal into the pot while pretending to dust it. Success. You casually make your way back out of the room and rejoin the others. +2 friendship with Mars. Okay. Mars beams at you. Good work, Badly. Now, shh, it's starting. The four of you watch the feed on your holopad as the council members enter the room. They start with some formalities, not all that different from how Mars starts club meetings. Antecedent gives the first report on domestic matters. We've almost finished construction on the next phase of the living area, she says. Other than that, we're doing well. Instance gives a report from engineering. We've reached the electrical bug the children discovered, have been chewing through the wiring. We researched the electrical bug the children discovered, have been chewing through the wiring, she says passively. Even in great numbers, they provide far too little energy to make them a valuable alternative energy source. However, power efficiency is up across the board due to our efforts in exterminating them. Nothing to report from geoponics, your mom says, clearing her throat. We're struggling with introducing earth vegetables into Verminian soil, but early observations look promising. Our efforts to cultivate native plants are going well. Endicott gives your mother her full endorsement. Wright gives the report from defense. We're working on a strategy for dealing with the next Xeno attack. Utopia cuts in. Oh, that note. There's still the matter of our scanners picking up that broadcast, but only in glow season. She says, standing up and putting her hands on the table. It has to be connected to the attack somehow. We should investigate now. Endicott shakes her head. Far too dangerous to go recklessly off into the wilderness towards the back half of the year, she says. Remember what happened to Tolan? The council members go quiet. I won't be responsible for endangering more colonists, Endicott continues. If something is out there during glow, I want to try to investigate it when things are more calm. Utopia slams her fist against the table. If we don't investigate soon, we'll all be in danger, she shouts. We can't live like this. We can't keep living like this. Red also stands up and points his finger at Utopia. I'll be the one responsible for telling the families of your explorer that they don't make it. I'll be the one responsible for telling the family of your explorer that they don't make it back, not you. So I thank you not to make decisions regarding the security of the colony. The rest of the council erupts into raised voices and angry adults. Mars turns off the stream audio. leaving them to continue arguing silently as you all stare quietly at each other. I can't believe they're arguing at a time like this, Mars mutters, clenching her fist. They don't know what to do at all. They just tell us they do. She makes a noise of frustration. Eckhart is way out of touch with what really matters. She's like a crone, and everyone else is just her cronies. Eight stress. Tang solemnly records your findings in the club's secret ledger, while everyone else exchanges worried looks. You're not sure you are happy to hear any of this. Okay, delivering supplies. 5 kudos totally equals the goal. Let's start with that. 5 and another 5. And 4 and 0 means that. How about we do this? That equals go. You worked well. +1 organizing. But I didn't get any stars for it. But I did get the extra kudos, so. Two data points form a line, but 3 is a pattern. The colony has been on high alert all glow, hoping that the creatures from beyond the wall don't return for a 3rd year in a row. Surveyors keep reporting they're seeing unusual animal activity. Even the plants seem different. They say the new tracks that must have been left by the creatures larger and heavier than you've ever seen. You and the other colonists drill evacuation plans. You're in engineering when you hear the sirens ring through the colony. You cover your ears against the noise and make your way to the nearby classroom. This is one of the assembly points, so you should be safe here, but it wasn't so safe last year for Professor Hall. What if another creature gets in? Congruence, the new teacher, is just a face on a computer screen. She can't protect anyone. This is why I trained up bravery the last couple of months, or the next last month. Congruence flickers cheerfully. Please stay calm, children, she says. The defense squad is already en route to the creatures. This should be over soon. You've been told this before. As sirens continue, you're faced with a choice. Stay put, leave. I'm leaving. You stand up and leave. Tang and Mars stare at you like you have 3 heads. Congruence doesn't try to stop you. Not that she could. She doesn't even have any hands. Question mark. Gain status heroic. You're still pumped from the last attack. +1 to all physical attacks increased for 3 months. You slow to a walk as you near the outer doors of engineering. Something doesn't feel right. You stop to listen to the dim emergency lighting and hear the metallic popping of something overhead. The ventilation ducts? Your blood goes cold. Monsters, they're here. You follow the sound to a workshop and force yourself to look up through the slats of the vent. You gasp. 2 glistening bug-like eyes peer down at you. No, 4, 6. They blink in synchronized pairs. Then you hear it, over the sirens, the soft pinging noise. halfway between a chirp and a purr. The creature scutters spider-like from one side of the vent to the other. A small furry tentacle slithers through the slat, searching for the vent release. When it can't find it, it bangs its body against the inside of the vent, denting metal. Attack it. Combat challenge. Try to scare it away. Tame it. Help it escape. Let's tame it. Card gets +1. Well, my first thought is this. But that didn't really have the effect I was hoping for. How about this? No, that doesn't work either. This gets 2 because it's a physical challenge. +1 to physical red cards. One slot gets +1. That's 14. That was only 12. What if I did that, 3 and 3? That gets 17. Okay. Three. That comes at 2. Once the bonuses are over. Oh, there is an actual bonus. That's 15. I guess that could be taken away and that could be put in there with a 4. Oh, that gets a +1. Okay. That goes there. That's 20. Now take that away. Put that in first and then that. There's 4 4s. That's 2. Oh, I guess that's not 1 + 1, that's just 1 because it gets a +1. 4 and 2. Well, I put that 2 there for a specific reason. That gets 2. That's 20. If I put that there, that's 20. There's no real difference. I got no stars from that. Animals +2. I gained a pet. Vicky. You win it over by reading its body language and slowly building trust. It seems to want to join you, and you hope, you'll be allowed to keep it. +1 skill on challenges. On challenge win, +1 bonus to straights. You look the species up on your holopalm and learn that Vickery is named for the trills they make, which yours is making out, cuddling against your leg. Are neither male or female, though they do require a mate to reproduce. So it's a they then? You decide to name them. Vickery, Rickery, Tickery, Bright Eyes, Squidly Ferguson, something else. Let's go with Bright Eyes. There is a kind of bright, and there are a lot of them. It isn't long before the sirens turn off, bringing 3 short pauses as the all-clear message flashes on your holopalm. You and the other children file out of engineering and you head back to your quarters. Your parents will want to know that you're safe. You manage to smuggle your new pet, Vickery, under your jacket and hide it under your bed before they arrive. Your dad gives you a big hug, but your mom slumps into a seat at your small table. It's like they're going specifically for geoponics this time, she mutters. But your dad pets your hair and shushes her. I'm sure it's just bad luck, Fiddlebell, he says, but your mom shakes her head and folds her hands in front of her mouth, staring out the porthole window at the fields. Okay. Page 13. We lost 13 kudos. No for stress. 5 rebellion. +1 food. 0 defense. I wonder how we get that up. Gain half a heart with everybody. Okay, this is where we're going to save it. This is where we're going to call it to an end. Thank you for joining me for Nathan Plays Badly. Nathan Streams Badly. I was a teenage Xenocolonist. I stream on Tuesdays from 6:30 to 8:30, and then the vlogs go up a week later on Wednesday on YouTube. I also stream on Friday nights from 9:30 to whenever, and the vlogs for that go up a week later on Saturday on YouTube. Also check out my YouTube playthrough of Stardew Valley 1.6, which goes up on the channel on Monday. We're gonna be continuing with this for a while, I think. And on Friday nights, we're going to be continuing with Graveyard Keeper for a while. If anybody's worried, we will get back to Final Fantasy IX and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth at some point. If you want to get in touch with me on social media, my X is at Nathanplaysbadly, and Nathanplaysbadly on Facebook, Discord, YouTube, and here on Twitch. Also, we have a Discord server. If you want to get on that, just give me a friend request, and I'll send you the invite for the Discord server. Thank you, and goodbye. Hey, it's Nathanplaysbadly here. If you like this video, please leave a like. If you didn't like this video and you want to leave a constructive comment about what you think might make this video better, I'd also appreciate that. Also, you might see my picture down here. Click on that and subscribe. That would be great too. Thank you and goodbye.